Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and welcome to the All Your Heart book launch party, the virtual book launch party. This is the first time I've done this, so I hope that you're going to participate because we've got a lot of things planned. It's going to go kind of in 10-minute increments. I've got some questions, I've got some great prizes. So All Your Heart is my book. It was published by Pennant Publications, so a big shout out to them. If you've already read the book, then a big thank you to you. But don't think that just because you haven't read it that you can't participate tonight, because our questions are going to be based on some of the action in the story, but you don't have to have read the story to be able to participate in the questions. So I want everyone to participate. And for each 10-minute increment that we're in and the prize that we're on, when you participate, you are entered to win that prize. So let's get started. We're going to talk about some things related to the book, but and all you have to do is join in the fun, just like I said. So everyone who answers a question can win, and you'll also, besides the prize that you're going to be playing for, all the winners also get a bookmark. If you'd like a bookmark and you don't win a prize, just shoot me a DM or a comment on this event, and I'll get you a bookmark. So I've got 8 prizes that we're going to be are participation driven, and then everybody who participates in the 8 questions is eligible for the 9th prize, and that's a signed copy of the book. If you win and you don't live in Aiken, then just shoot me a DM with your snail mail address. If you live in Aiken, then we'll figure out a drop-off for you. So we'll get that all figured out. Okay, so let's get started. Hey, look at all of these folks. Oh, wow. Got a lot of folks joining tonight, so thank you very much. So I'm going to ask you your first question. So in All Your Heart, Alex goes to the prom and she selects a short prom dress. So what I want to know from all of you is, thank you, Jean. I want to know from all of you, what did your prom dress look like? What was and if you went to 2 proms, then you can tell me what your favorite one looked like. I want to know color, style, material. You know, we're all from different generations, and so prom dresses could look a whole lot different. Now, if I have any guys here with me tonight, tell me what your prom date wore, okay? So the first prize that we're playing for tonight is a Starbucks gift card. So who doesn't like a little yummy caffeine, especially if you can pull up there and it's free, right? So if you want to go ahead and shoot me a comment and let me know, oh, Jane never went to prom. Oh, that's too bad. But in the next book, we find out somebody else who didn't go to prom. A long peach halter prom dress of chiffon. You know, mine was chiffon too. It was red and it had puffy sleeves and it had bows down the skirt, and I had oh, okay, Brenda, hopefully we'll get you hooked in. So mine was I had matching shoes and matching a purse, and I had made this little headband. So let's see, anybody else? Let's see what Susan had. A peach, or what did that say? Peach. I lost it. It's gone.
White with peach colored sash.
White with a peach colored sash. So yeah, did y'all, let's see. Oh, emerald green, the long and simple with cap sleeves. That's cool. That's cool. I like cap sleeves. Let's see. Pink satin, big bell sleeves, slit up the front. Yeah, Laura, you also had a yellow, oh, that may have been Winter Ball, the yellow one. Kylie was fully sequined and black fitted. Emily, really, polka dot? I can't even imagine Emily wearing something polka dot, right? So, y'all, these are cool. Do you still have pictures of you in your prom dress? That would be interesting to know. I do have a picture of me in my prom dress somewhere. I haven't seen it in a really long time. So in case you haven't read this yet, I'm going to describe Alex's prom dress to you, okay? Alex's friend went with her prom dress shopping, and she'd helped Alex choose a simple dress. It was a pale shade of aqua with a beaded satin bodice and a full poof skirt of matching shimmery tulle. It fit her to perfection and highlighted her gorgeous chocolate-colored eyes. She twirled and kicked, happy she'd chosen a dress with a short skirt, which freed her from the limitations and hindrances of yards and yards of fabric. So, yeah, so that short dress kind of comes into play in the book. If you've read the book, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, prom dresses are kind of I don't know, I've watched them evolve through the years. I've seen pictures of some of my friends with, like in the 70s with the smocked thing up at the top and all. So that's kind of cool. Does anybody else have any kind of prom dress? Oh, that's really bad. Prom dress remembrances or anything like that? Nope. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get the first prize, and it's Beth Busby. Yay, Beth! So you get, I hope you like Starbucks. If you don't like coffee, then you can probably find something else there, or a tea or something. So everybody give Beth a big round of applause. Thank you for participating. So we're a little bit ahead, but I think some of these might take a little longer than others. So we're going to move on to question number 2. I told you we were going to move fast through this thing. Yay! So the next question is about gifts. Okay, so in the book, Alex receives a really nice set of tools. She's in construction. She does construction. So she gets a nice set of tools as a graduation/birthday gift from her parents. And so what I want to know from you is, oh yeah, Beth does love Starbucks, so good. What I want to know from you is, what's the most memorable, now I'm not saying the best, I'm talking about the most memorable gift that you've ever received. Now it could be a birthday gift, Christmas, a wedding gift. I just want to know what made it memorable. Was it in a good or a bad way? I mean, sometimes you can get a gift and it's memorable because you just can't get the craziness of it out of your brain, right? So, so a memorable gift. Now, for this prize, it's going to be a Home Depot gift card, $15 gift card. Now, ladies, y'all might be thinking, oh, Home Depot, but Home Depot's tools. Well, if you've never been out on the patio at Home Depot in the spring and summer, then you're missing out. You need to take this gift card and get you something really beautiful for your yard. So, let's see, a toy poodle for Christmas, Jane. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Am I missing any others, Allie? Because they disappear as they come up.
Touch it.
Oh, I can touch it.
Stereo.
Oh, a stereo system. That's memorable in a really good way. That's awesome. That is cool. Jean, that's sweet. An adoption. Oh, a real pearl necklace. That is. I bet you still have that too. That pearl necklace, because those are like, they stay with you forever, and they just get more beautiful with time. Sorry, I'm not a teacher like some of you guys, and my voice does not hold up like y'all's does. Okay, so Emily got from a certain aunt and uncle a fluffy pink unicorn. So I don't know if Emily's thinking of that as memorable in a good way or a bad way, but we'll go with good because that aunt and uncle is me and my husband. So, so while you're answering these, thinking it, what was the next one?
Aunt Laura.
A positive pregnancy test stick in a box 2 years ago, from her daughter. That's sweet. Oh my gosh, Okay, so y'all, Beth got her puppet Archie, and if I remember Archie, I remember years ago, Beth, she's a ventriloquist, and so yeah, her puppet Archie was her sidekick for quite a while. So while we're answering, y'all keep sending those answers in. The whole pregnancy test stick thing is just the sweetest thing. So I wanna recognize my fellow pennant authors, because I had invited some of them to come on and join us for this book launch party. So if you are a pennant author and you're here tonight, shoot me a comment. Let me know you're here. Also, give us your name, your genre, and your current release. When this whole book launch party is over, next week's blog post is going to be kind of recapping some of these comments, and I'll also have any of the authors that are here with us tonight. I'll give you their, Archie was my favorite. I'll give you their books and their links to their books if you want to, if you're interested in their genres. So all of the books through Pennant are available on the Pennant website, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million websites. So these authors will be listed on my blog next week. So you'll be able to click on the links and get to them. Anybody else have a memorable gift? I was trying to, when I made this question up, I was trying to think of what was the most memorable gift that I had. And that's really kind of hard to remember, but I do remember my most memorable birthday, because on my 30th birthday, I was 8 months pregnant. So, yeah, 30 kind of came and went, and I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to the number that I was becoming, because I had a baby on the way. So yeah, kind of, it wasn't really she was a gift, obviously, and she's sitting right here with me. But it was the way I spent that birthday was a little more unusual than some others. So yeah, that was kind of fun. I want to read to you a passage in here about how Alex gets her birthday gift. I'm gonna have to put, the glasses are such a glare on this thing, but I'm gonna have to put them back on because y'all of that age, Okay. So Karen, her mother, is leaving the room, and she said, "I almost forgot about your gift from JT and me," she said, turning to face Alex. "What? I thought the party was my gift from y'all," Alex said. "Well, sure, but we wanted to get you something special you could keep. You won't be able to take it to school with you because it won't fit in a dorm, but we got you your own set of professional grade tools. There are hand tools, a few power tools, a beautiful tool chest. It's all in the garage. You can use them during the summers at home. Then when you graduate and take over JT's business, you'll be well on your way to being outfitted for whatever you need." Okay, so just like the whole prom dress played a part in the plot line of the story, so did these tools. And so if you haven't read it yet, I hope you do. I'm so sorry. If y'all live in the South, you know that pollen kind of rules in April. So, okay. So let's go ahead and, guess who won this one? Laura Humar. It's her birthday today, so everybody shoot Laura Humar a happy birthday wish. So, yay, Laura. See, that pregnancy stick from, I'm guessing that was Ansley? Oh, Hillary.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, so that pregnancy stick from Hillary, see, got you even more than you thought, right? Okay. Anybody else have a gift that they'd like to tell about? Yay! Everybody's wishing my sister happy birthday. Okay. So we're gonna keep on moving. If we get done a little early, I know it's Friday night. Y'all can, if you're anything like me, you'll hit the bed early on Friday night, because you got a lot of stuff to do on Saturday. So that was kind of fun. Walk walking down your gift memory lane. And congratulations again to Laura. Yay. So we're going to keep going. Now I've picked passages in the book so that I'm not going to really give away the plot, but the next thing that I'm going to talk about is Alex's planned beach trip. So she was supposed to go on a beach trip, but then she doesn't. I'm not going to tell you what happens, because if you've read it, you know what happens, but if you haven't, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So this question is going to revolve around vacations. So, you remember vacations? It's been a while, hasn't it? So, but that's when you get to leave your house, go somewhere beautiful with people that you like, hopefully, and relax and have a wonderful time. It's called the good old days, but it'll happen again soon. So what I want to know is, what is your favorite vacation spot and why? So the third prize that we have, because Alex was supposed to go on a beach trip, this is, it's a shell stitch for the beach, but it's a lap blanket. And let's see, when Uncle Charlie returned from Vietnam, he brought a purse that looked like, oh, that was one of Amy's gifts. Okay, so this is a lap blanket, so it's not really huge. Yep, I'm covering myself up. But you can put it in your lap, like if you're in the car and you just need to keep your legs warm. If you have, okay, so I have 2 cats, and I like to get in my lap, and of course, if you're wearing pants that are a different color from your animal, then you're going to get it all over you. So this is a wonderful way to protect your clothes, or if you just, you get chilled sometimes. It is beautiful, and this was made by Allie Mathis, and she has a website on Etsy, and I'll give you all of the information on how to get her website. So, I want to know your favorite vacation spot. Oh, Tybee Island. We had a great time at Tybee Island. Tybee is beautiful. Anybody else? Oh, Disney World. Okay, Susan, you are a Kylie, both of y'all. And let's see, who was that? Karen? Where's Karen? Karen likes the beach. Karen, Karen is so tan. If y'all know my cousin Karen, she is tan. Any national park from Jane. Oh, I've never been to the national parks, so that would be at Disney. All of you Disney fanatics, Allie Mathis is a Disney fanatic. I'm just telling you, she loves it. So y'all would get along great with her. I'm sure y'all could sing all the songs and compare notes about the park and all of that kind of stuff. We love to go to Hilton Head. We love to shop and play mini golf. When we take the kids, it gets cutthroat at mini golf. So we also like to go on cruises, and we love the food and the different ports of call. So another thing that I want to talk about with this particular question, and I had mentioned this on the discussion of this event, but on the cover of the book, the wonderful, very talented lady that designed it for me, you see it's a window and it's opening. Well, this is a really important illustration of the story, because Alex had planned out her entire her whole life, after she left high school, where she was going to college, what she was going to do after college. But God closed that door for her that she had so carefully prepared to open. But instead of leaving that door just closed, He opened this window for her and invited her to go through it, and she did. So it was the open window to her future. So that's one of the symbolic things on the cover that I really loved that the cover illustrator at Pennant did for me. I was just blown away when I got it. So the lap blanket goes to Kylie. Yay, Kylie. It's a very beautiful pink, and you will love it. So we will get this to you. So let's see. So far, I've got an Aconite, Beth, and I can get that. We can set up a delivery time. And I've got Laura, I know your address, and Kylie, I can get in touch with you. So far, so good as far as getting these things to y'all. Let's see. What are we talking? Let's see. Oh, Zelda loved Israel. Oh, that's awesome. St. Thomas, yes. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm trying to see some of these things. Oh, Aunt Laura, Billy. Laura wants to go to Israel, and she's asked us to go. Yes, the open window to her heart. Karen, you're exactly right. The book does show an open window to her heart, and we're going to talk about this little heart and what it means in just a few minutes. But so that's what I had planned to talk about for vacations. And one day we will get back to vacations. I've been seeing some people post some things lately where they've gone on vacation, and it's just, I know everybody's tired of this whole pandemic thing. So soon we'll be back to the whole vacation thing. So we're a few minutes ahead, but we're just gonna forge ahead because that's what we're just gonna do it. So Kylie, I hope you enjoy your lap blanket. It is beautiful. And so the next thing that we're going to talk about is when in the book Alex moves to a new town and she has to figure out how to make a living for herself. Well, we talked about that she had gotten tools because she is a builder. So God provides an amazing opportunity for her, and it involves using the building skills that she had developed all of her life. So what I want to know from you is, what has God uniquely equipped you to do? Laura's telling me that she is on vacation now. So you might be a teacher. That may be your gift, whether it is in a school, in a Sunday school, anything. You might be on YouTube. You might be a YouTube teacher, whatever. Maybe hospitality is your gift. Maybe you love to cook and welcome people into your home. That's a huge gift. Maybe you're more of a behind-the-scenes person. You like to organize things or create reports, very beautiful, like flyers and that kind of thing. Maybe that's your skill. But God created you for a purpose, and I want to know what that purpose is. Jane, you definitely got the gift of teaching math, and you and Allie get each other. That's a gift, especially if it's for teenagers, because anybody that teaches teenagers in any capacity, that's not a job, that's a calling. Gina loves to rock babies, and Gina cooks for other people too. And let me just say, at Christmas time, if you've ever seen Gina's candy, that woman can cook some candy. So let me tell you what you're going to be playing for on this one. This is a copy of The Little Vessel. This is a book that I had written a few years ago, and it tells a story of a little piece of pottery that the artist makes and how the artist uses that little piece of pottery. And even though it's a children's book, children can understand it. It has a message in there that it just transcends age. Karen loves to, let me see, Karen reaching out to others. Oh, that's so sweet. Laura is a nurturer. Yes, she is, and she's a nurse, and she's a very good one. So, y'all, these are beautiful. God is using y'all in such mighty ways. I love it. If you've read The Little Vessel, then you know that it reminds us not to compare ourselves to others. Oh, let's see, Brenda, being creative and crafting for gifts and events. Oh, yes, Brenda, it's my heart, girl. That's what I love. Jean, I didn't work with Jean, but we were out at the site together, and I know that she managed people, and they loved her. Emily combines two of her loves, helping others and horses, and It's like her dream job. Beth, you are an encourager, definitely an encourager. And oh, Zelda caring for other people. Zelda, you're also an encourager. I think that's where Beth gets it from. So this book reminds us that the gift that God gave us is what He wants us to use. We don't have to have, like, if you're an encourager, you don't have to also teach. Now you might, but it reminds us that God made us for a certain purpose, and to go with that, to use that gift that He gave us. Now, like I said, this book it's written for children, but at the back of it, there's some study questions that you can use for older children. And I tell you, I love to give this as a graduation gift with a journal and a pen. It just it's a wonderful reminder for graduates that God has a purpose for their life as they move from one transition of schooling to the next phase of life. So I hope whoever wins this enjoys it, or if you already have it, you can gift it to somebody else. So on this one, we also see another truth on the cover of All Your Heart. So God had a path for Alex, and we see that when this window opened for her, there was a clearly defined path. Part of the story of this book is Alex and her faith journey, how she learned to trust God, and how she learned to follow that path that He had planned for her. So do I have any others? Susan, that's sweet. She likes to get to know people and make them feel special. And, thank you, Susan. Thank you. She said it's a heartwarming story. And it does remind us that everybody has a purpose, and that just because my purpose isn't the same as yours and my gift isn't the same as somebody else's, it doesn't negate or diminish anybody's gift. God made you special, just like you are. So let's see. I want to give you a little bit of the story here. And again, I got to put my glasses on because they got bifocals on them, and I can read the book if I do this. So let's see. So in this, Alex she's kind of a wheeler dealer in this scene. So she needs car repairs, and so she's talking to the mechanic, and the total he quoted almost made her knees buckle, but it also made her more determined to suggest her plan. She hoped he'd see it as a win-win idea. "I've got a business proposition for you," she said. "What kind of deals?" he asked. Miss Matilda looked on with interest. "It's been a while since you spruced up this place. Why don't you let me remodel in here and on the outside, like a makeover? I'll even set up a website for you. In 6 months, if my bill hasn't been paid off by the increase in your business, I'll pay you in full." So that was a bold move. She had just met this guy, and she decides, look, I can't afford this. We're going to have to do some bartering. So, oh, good. Lots of people. Laura, okay, so Laura, my sister, is not the craftiest person in the world, but she's an excellent cook. She's an excellent decorator. Like we said before, she's also a very good nurturer. Let's see. Jean loved the Little Vessel. I remember some of y'all, I remember selling the Little Vessel too. That's been 3 years ago now. It's hard to believe. But yeah, so anybody else? Let's see. Sheila reads it to her kids at Wednesday night Bible class before COVID. I remember I used to work with Sheila, and she would tell me about how she had used it in her study with the children. And so yeah, I hope if you've never read it and you get a chance to, then that would be great. It's also available on Amazon if you would like to read it. Okay, so the winner of the Little Vessel, this copy of the Little Vessel, is Zelda. Thank you for participating, you guys. This is going great. I'm having fun. I hope y'all are having fun too. So we'll go ahead and move on to question number 5. Let's see. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes ahead. That's not too bad. Okay, so God is at work in all of y'all's lives, obviously, and I really thank you for sharing what you have perceived God's call on your life. So in the story, Alex uses her talents to create home decor pieces. She's a true upcycler, and so, you know, they say write what you know. If anybody knows me, you know that I love to find just stuff and make other stuff out of it. So that's kind of where I took Alex's, path forward. So she takes some other people's cast-offs and she creates beautiful and useful pieces out of them. So some folks, however, would like to buy things brand new, or some people prefer antiques. And so what I want to ask you tonight, where is your favorite spot to shop for unique finds, whether it's for your home, for clothing, cool accessories, something, I don't know. What is your go-to place to shop? Now, I would be remiss if I didn't offer a Hobby Lobby gift card for this, because who could resist, even if it's not your favorite place to shop? Come on, people, don't you know you love Hobby Lobby, right? So, I want to hear those answers about your favorite place to shop and why. What do you like to get at your favorite place? So, I'm going to tell you right here now, I am a yard sale and junk store junkie. I love it because I see what things could be. Not what they are right now, but what they could be. And the thrill of rescuing something from the trash, and just let me just tell you, I have stopped on many occasions and picked stuff up off the side of the road. I have dived into people's trash piles. No shame in it, because I make all these cool things. But the only problem is, I find these things so irresistible. I end up with a stack of unfinished projects. So at this stage in my life, I'm having to kind of downsize all of that. But I am an upcycler for sure, with no doubt. Okay, so Kylie's favorite place is TJ Maxx, and Zelda is Hobby Lobby. Amy, the gift shop at Greenville Memorial Hospital. Okay, y'all think that might sound crazy, but that place has some amazing gifts. Let's see. Jean, her favorite place is Fabric Store, because Jean is an avid quilter. Beth loves thrift shops, and if you've never seen some of Beth's outfits that she wears, the girl has style. Let me just say, she can. Panache is the word that comes to mind when I think about the stuff that Beth wears. I would look like I don't know, I can't even tell you, but Beth looks spot on. Let's see, Brenda, the home store. Oh yeah, Susan, I get you, girl. Books a Million. I know, I can't even let myself go in there. Karen loves thrift stores too, and let's see, into dish treasures. Okay, so is that like plates you like find? Hold on, I'm trying to see these. Oh, you find different plates and you mix and match them. That's really cool. I've seen people that get, Emily loves Target. I see people that get like chipped plates, and they'll make mosaics out of them. I've always wanted to try that, but I have not done that yet. I'll tell you what I did just recently. I've been cleaning out an area in our backyard that the kids used to play, and in the process I uncovered some of their little tykes, like garden toys, a rake and a shovel, and they were in horrific condition, and I refinished them. I repainted them, and I attached them together, and I put a flower arrangement on them, and it's hanging on my front door now, and it looks really cute. And I can remember, you know, when I see it, I remember my kids being little and playing with those things. So, yeah, I'm always looking for ways to repurpose and upcycle stuff. So, that's just what I do. So, anybody else have? Oh, Laura, my sister loves Pottery Barn, and if you see her house, you would know, because she can't do the crafty repurposing thing. But yeah, I think everybody has a place that they gravitate to, obviously, by the answers here. Let's see, you need to she makes tablescapes. Oh, that's cool. Sheila, you know, okay, Sheila's talking about the Dollar Tree. Let me just say, Pinterest has some excellent boards on upcycling Dollar Tree finds. And I mean, beautiful, beautiful stuff people are making with Dollar Tree finds. It's just amazing. And Tuesday morning, yeah, I do like going in Tuesday morning. You never know what you're going to find there. I like Ollie's too. I don't know if anybody else likes Ollie's, but I always get my my coloring books for my Operation Christmas Child boxes in Ollie's, because you can get a great deal on coloring books there. Okay, so we'll call it done if we don't have any other answers to this question. And so let's see, who's that? Oh yeah, Brenda loves Ollie's too. Ollie's is cool. It's on the other side of town from us, so it's kind of hard to get to, but when we go in there, we stay a while. We stay and shop for a while. Okay, so our Hobby Lobby gift card, $15 at Hobby Lobby, goes to Jane Stevens. She'll probably use it in like 0 time at all because she lives near there. So that's good. Okay, so moving on, ladies and gentlemen, because I think I have some gentlemen here with me today. But okay, so I've taken some notes on where y'all like to shop. I may try some of these places out. And so here's the next thing I want to talk about. Is the next thing in the story that comes up, and it's a pretty big plot point. But at one point in the story, Alex discovers a diary. And it was old and it was yellowed, and she looked in it and she saw that the entries were like 50 years old. And so she put it in her sweater pocket and she kept it, and she decided to read a few entries. So this becomes a pivotal point in the story, in case you haven't read it. But so what I want to know is, do you now, or have you ever journaled? Whether it's a prayer journal or your Bible study journal, or I've seen a really popular thing these days is using the different colored pencils and stuff, and actually journaling in your Bible with like drawing and stuff in your Bible, florals and that kind of thing. So if so, what kind of journaling do you do? Do you still do it? Do you ever go back and read? Like years ago I did some prayer journaling, and I go back and I read some of those things, and it's so powerful to see how God answered prayers, whether it was a yes, your prayer is I'm going to grant what you asked for, or whether it's like not yet because I've got something else in mind for you. So tell me about your journaling experience. Do you journal your sermon notes? Do you take a journal with you every Sunday and write down what the pastor is talking about? That's a great way to stay engaged, and to, if you have a sermon series, to be able to follow the thread, the theme from one sermon to the next. So now this also brings up another point in the cover, and that's the little heart. And if you've got the book, then you know that the little heart has it's a diary. It's got the little writing in here. And so when I got the cover, let's see, prayer and sermon journaling, that's Jane. Jean used to prayer journal, okay. Let's see, Susan, favorite quotes and book poetry. Oh, yes, yes. And you go back and read it, I hope, Susan? Oh, Beth, that's sweet. That she journaled through her pregnancies. That is sweet. Sheila journals her sermons and journal notes from Bible plans. Yes, I journal my my Bible studies each morning, and I try to I post like the major thought the major takeaway from the day, because it kind of, when I go back and look at those posts, I can see kind of what God was using, what He put in the forefront of my mind for that day. So so the journal is kind of illustrated here on the cover. If you haven't read it yet, then when you do, this will kind of start making sense. And if you hadn't caught all of that, then when you did read it, then you'll probably look at it and be like, oh, now I get it. So let's see, Brenda, she is a prayer journalist and study groups, and yeah, isn't it so cool to go back and see how God has answered your prayers? Because remember, especially if you have children, you understand this, but no is also an answer. I mean, just because God says no to a prayer or not yet, that doesn't mean He hasn't answered it. It's just that's the answer. So let's see, Emily, she journals prayers, thoughts, Bible studies. Yeah, I'm not that consistent with it either. Let's see, Karen, she started many times but couldn't keep up with serious writing. Oh wow. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Lark did pregnancy journals as well. I did not know that. Oh, and during your counseling, okay. Zelda does Christmas journals. Oh, that's so, since you were married 57 years ago, that is awesome. You know what a beautiful legacy that is, to be able to share down through the years all that you've been through on Christmas, right? That's just, you should turn that into a book, Zelda. I think that would be a beautiful, beautiful book to take some of those memories and compile those. I mean, not just for your own family, but I think you've probably got some pretty special memories in there. So yeah. So, I didn't even tell you what this one, because it's a journal that we're talking about. The prize this time is a journal and a cool little pen. And so if you are a journaler, then you will need this in the future sometime. And if you're not, then it's a great way to start. So let's see. Oh, my sister was like, she took care of our dad in his last years, and she journaled about it, and I did not even know that, Laura. I didn't know that you did that. I'd love to read that sometime. Yeah, and picking up on some of this stuff from each other, especially you young girls, starting a Christmas journal like Zelda has done for all these years. What did Beth say? Mom and I have a few book ideas up our sleeves. I can't wait to hear them. I bet those are awesome, and you need to get in touch with Pennant about them, because that would be awesome, and I'll be your beta reader. So yeah, there's that. So anybody that is not journaling, here's your opportunity. So here, we're going to be closing this now. Anybody else got your journal ideas? Sheila won this one, so yay, Sheila. I will have to figure out how to get that to you, because obviously I don't go to work out at the site anymore, so for me that is sorry about that, but yeah, we'll get that to you, Sheila. You can just shoot me your real address, not your email address, but your real address in a DM, and that would be great. So all right, ladies, we are moving on. So that was number 6. So here we are on number 7, prize number 7. So Alex finds herself in a little bit of a precarious situation at one point in the book. But luckily she's prepared because she had a few necessities packed in a bag and stashed in her car. In the second book, you're going to find out that she's also notorious for carrying a huge purse. So what I want to know from you is, what is your go-to life hack for being prepared in unexpected situations or handling an unexpected situation with grace? Or better yet, when have you found yourself in a pickle and gotten out of it with better than expected results? I mean, we've all had, these embarrassing moments, but when has you've just risen above it and you've been able to laugh it off or say, oh yeah, I meant to do that, kind of thing. So now the prize for this, because Alex carries a huge purse, this was also hand crocheted by Allie. I have one of these. It is awesome. I carry all kinds of stuff in it, and it's a you can't really see. Okay, there we go. It's a hand crocheted bag. It will hold a boatload of stuff. Okay, so I want to hear about your life hacks. I want to hear about your unexpected situations that you got out of. I'm going to tell you my life hack, and I keep, it is beautiful, isn't it, Jane? Mine's green. Mine's this color, green, and I love it. I keep a little bitty Swiss Army knife in my purse. It has tweezers and a toothpick and scissors and a knife and a nail file. And let me just tell you, I have had this thing in my purse, not the same one, different one, but one in my purse for years. And Allie's dance teacher used to make fun of me, but it has come in handy on situations like on dance day. Somebody had a raveled picture day, and they had something rattling out of their costume, and I'd just be able to snip it off. Or I would snag a nail on a really expensive sweater, and I could file my nail down or whatever. Somebody has a splinter, I could pull it out with the tweezers. So yeah, a Swiss Army knife is my life hack. I could not live without it. Let's see, Karen, as a baseball and volleyball mom, whoop, whoop. She was known first aid mom. Snacks, medical supplies, absolutely. Absolutely, because let me just say, if you are a sports mom, first of all, you know that they got to eat all the time, especially those boys. They're like eating machines. And second of all, they're going to get hurt. And third of all, they're going to get dirty. So you are a master stain remover. You are a medic, and you are a gourmet snack chef. So yeah, all of those things if you're a sports mom. Everybody's impressed with Allie's skills. She is very talented. She was crocheting here just a few minutes ago, and I mean, she can talk and do it. She hardly even has to look. I can't crochet. For all of the stuff that I do, I love to paint, I love to craft. Needle crafts are not my thing. So, okay, anybody else? Let's hear your life hacks. What do you use? What do you do that you just can't? What one product could you not live without? Maybe it's something in the kitchen. Do you love your your kitchen strainer? Or let's see, what does Beth keep? I keep a Sharpie marker in my purse too. I know, because let me just say, sometimes a Sharpie is the only thing that will write on certain things. And of course, you never know when you're going to meet someone famous, right? Let's see, Jane doesn't have any good life hacks. Oh, so see, this is a good life hack. Pick up life hacks from other people that have them. Okay, so let's see. Susan is carrying a tote bag as well as a purse. Yeah, see, the reading glasses, right? And a notebook. See, I've started keeping my I put my Kindle on my phone so that if I'm standing in line or waiting on somebody, like if like at a doctor's office or something, you can read your book while you're waiting. Scissors and Band-Aids for Allie's for Amy. Anybody a Madagascar fan? Because I know Laura is, and So it's not necessarily scissors and Band-Aids for Madagascar fans. It's scissors and hand cream. But I do keep Band-Aids in my purse as well. So yeah, scissors and Band-Aids or hand cream. Let's see. Jean, you got to get a Swiss Army knife. They have them at Target and Walmart.
And they're pink.
And I have a pink one too. Okay, so Emily, Emily, I have seen your card. You do have everything in it. Jumper cables, snacks. Yeah, Emily's car is a, yes, see, Laura said hand cream. Emily's car is equipped for anything. She is always ready, always prepared. So I guess she was a Girl Scout, but she was not a Girl Scout, but she's always prepared. Let's see. Let me see if I can find. I've got these tabbed, and again, the glasses have to come on. I don't want to give away the situation. Let's see. So Chad asked her if there was anything she needed out of her car. Oh my gosh, Alex exclaimed. I'm so glad you reminded me. My bag is packed in the back of my SUV and my purse is on the front seat. Why did you bring a packed bag with you to our house, he asked, as she settled in the back seat. Seeing humor in the situation, she smiled. I wasn't planning on a sleepover. I packed it a couple of weeks ago and stashed it in my vehicle. So I'm not going to tell you why if you haven't read it, because I don't want to give away the storyline. So yeah, she had a bag packed and she needed it. So, anybody else have a good life hack? My cell phone. Brenda, my cell phone has my life in it. Is that, okay, that's just like a commentary on everybody's lives these days, I think. If we lost our phones, we would just be absolutely lost. I know I would. Zelda, safety pins. Yeah, that's a big one. When my kids were younger, I never was without safety pins in my purse. And think about it, you can just attach them to the lining of your purse, and you've always got them, because safety pins, they fulfill a myriad of purposes. So yeah, I hope y'all are gonna kind of look at these things and be able to take some of these life hacks with you, because some of these are really good, and I am actually gonna pick up on a few of these, because yeah, they can save you some time and save you some trouble, and make your life a little easier, right? Also, a thing that I do, I keep a protein bar or a granola bar or something in my purse, because if my blood sugar drops too low and I go too long without eating, I start getting a headache. That is no good. So yeah, I've always got, a bag of those little 100-calorie nut packs. Bobby pins, that's a great one, Susan. Yes, bobby pins. So yeah, everybody has their own little thing, and maybe you've got a new little thing now that everybody has shared their little thing. So we'll go ahead and say who won this. Brenda, you won. You won what was this? Oh, the bag. Oh, Brenda, you won the bag. So you'll have to send me your address. I met Brenda online, so this is cool. She's taken some of my painting classes. So cool. Okay, so y'all are all a smooth crowd, and I love these hacks. And so now we're going to keep moving. Alex's interaction with the journal didn't end when she found it. And if you've read the book, you know. The contents of that journal ultimately shed light on secrets that had been kept for decades. And these secrets changed not only Alex's life, but they could destroy a family. And in the process, Alex might lose her chance at love. So what I want to know, now this is kind of getting a little soul-bearing here now that we've kind of all settled in with each other. This is getting a little more deep, and I don't want you to share any any secrets that could harm or embarrass somebody. But I want you to know, I want to know, have you ever revealed a secret or had one revealed to you that had extreme consequences. You don't have to tell us what the secret was. I just want to know how you dealt with it. If you were the divulger, or if you were divulged to, how did you deal with this, with a big secret? And it could have been a very good thing or a very bad thing. Maybe you learned about a surprise party and you weren't supposed to. Or, you know, I have a friend who discovered her birth mom after 50 years. So how did you deal with the repercussions of an extreme secret that had been kept either by you or by somebody else? So because this also deals with the journal, a journal and a pen are the prize for this section as well. So, so yeah, anybody got your secret that you want to tell us about? You don't have to tell us what the secret is, just how you dealt with it, how you dealt with a secret that had been. Bye, Karen. Thank you. Thanks for reading and thanks for joining us tonight. Love you. Karen's my cousin. I don't get to see her as much as I'd like to because she lives in Florida, but yeah, your cousins, they're like your other siblings. So so tell me, what kind of secrets have you been privy to that it kind of changed your life, right? Okay, I want to read you this little part. Anybody else get tired of this old age thing? Okay, so Alex and Terry looked at each other again, more confused than before. Matilda, shaking now, dreaded the daunting task ahead of her. She knew she risked great pain for these two, perhaps even to the point of driving them from her forever. She didn't think she could face such a pain, but this wrong had to be rectified, and she had to do it. The wheels had been set in motion. I'm going to tell you a story. Alex, you know the first part because of the diary. What diary? Terry asked, his curiosity piqued. That's all I'm going to read to you, because after that it starts telling the good parts of the story. So if you've read it, you know that this is where the bombshell hits in the story. And so I want to know if y'all have had your own bombshells. Let's see. Oh, Jane, that's hard. It's hard when we are taken into somebody's confidence, isn't it? And it's hard to know what to do, but you know, God put you there for a reason, and so glad He did, because what a mighty woman of prayer you are, and I know that you were led by the Lord to do what He called you to do. Yeah, that's a very, it's a special thing to be let in for something like that, isn't it? Somebody told, oh, see, and that's a betrayal that's hard to get over when somebody tells one of your secrets, right? And if I don't know if you're following along in this month's blog series, because this month I'm kind of going into more depth of the themes that are in All Your Heart. And last week's was betrayal and trust. And so if you haven't read this month's blog series, I'd love for you to go on my website. It's alivelyjourney.com. And if you'd like to sign up for the weekly newsletter, that's all I do. One weekly newsletter, and it gives you the place for it tells you how to link to my blog for that week. If there's any book news, it's in there, and if there's any painting classes coming up, it's in there too. But I don't send separate newsletters for all of those. One email a week, and that's all you get from me. So if you'd like to do that, go to the website and sign up, or you can DM me your email address, and I'll put you on the mailing list. So so yeah, betrayal, having a secret told, is just, it's the worst. I agree, Zelda. Was that Zelda? If a secret, if you are given a secret that could be life-threatening to either the person that is telling you or somebody else, you have a big responsibility to take the right steps, to contact the right authorities, whether it's I don't know, police, or maybe somebody's being abused and they confide in you and you must go to the proper authorities. It's a matter of extreme prayer. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard, and I hope y'all are able to glean some of this, how God is using y'all in mighty ways. Let's see. Beth, you thought they had forgotten you. That's so sad. Okay, what birthday was that? What year was that? Let's see. What is Brenda saying? Oh yeah, it's hard. It's real. Secrets are hard. You know, sometimes secrets are fun, like a surprise party, or you know, like with my sister, she got a you know, the positive pregnancy test from her daughter and stuff. Those kind of secrets. Some secrets are fun, but some secrets are heavy, y'all. And in the book, Alex she chooses to carry around a heavy secret for a long time, and so does somebody else in the book. And when these secrets come to light, they can be hard to deal with, and I think that's where we really need to trust that God will, that He'll equip us, that He will enable us to properly deal with these secrets. Oh, Beth, that's hard, because 7th grade, you're what, 12, and you think
13.
you're, and 13. Yeah, this is Allie's, the people that Allie deals with. So yeah, so that can be brutal, because you think your friends are whispering behind your back and they're actually planning your surprise party. I hope you forgave them after the party, because wow, and they probably were like, that Beth, she's like, why is she not liking us? We're trying to plan a surprise party for her. So yeah, okay. So anybody else got any secrets? Don't share your secrets. Just tell me what has happened when you had, you know, secrets that you had to deal with. Some secrets are hard to deal with on our own. Yes, we need the Lord to help us out. Let me just say, if you don't have Him to help you through any of this kind of heaviness, whether you are entrusted with a secret or whether one of your secrets is divulged and you're hurt through that betrayal, I mean, I don't know how anybody can deal with stuff like that without having the Lord to lean on. So yeah, thank y'all for your openness and your transparency. I really appreciate that, and I hope y'all have gotten something out of that. But so this is we are on 8. We're on 8, right? Yep. Prize 8, and it is Susan. Okay, Susan, I know exactly how I'll get this to you, because Susan lives around the corner from me. So I will walk it up to her house, and that will be an easy delivery. Okay. So we are almost done for the night, and we're a little bit ahead of time, but I know y'all won't mind finishing a little bit early. So I want to thank all of y'all for your wonderful participation, for coming and just celebrating with me, because y'all, this has been such a long process to get this book written and rewritten and edited and everything that's gone into it. It's just been a long process, and I just thank you for helping me celebrate. And the final prize tonight, now this is the one that I've already tabbed, so this is not the right one, but I got my shipment of books in today, and so the final prize is going to be a signed copy of the book. I know some of you have it already, but even if you do, you know, you can pass it along to somebody else or whatever. But yeah, that's the prize. And everybody that has participated tonight, which I'm pretty sure it's everybody that's on the Facebook Live, you're all eligible to win. So before we wrap it up, I want to give another shout out to Pennant Publications. I know some of y'all are looking at writing a book, at publishing a book. I have loved working with these people. Debbie Stanton is the publisher. I had a fantastic editor, obviously a very talented cover designer. They walked beside me every step of the way and just shown me everything that I needed to know. And so the book, if you don't have it yet, it's available on the Pennant Publications website, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, all of the regular ones. And I also update things that are going on with the book on my my blog site, alivelyjourney.com. So I will have all of this information in a little post-event discussion, so you'll be able to get to the website if you need to. Remember to sign up for the newsletter, the weekly newsletter. Another thing I wanted to let you know about is I have been scheduled for an author interview on Monday, and so if you follow me on Twitter, it's at Lee A. Clifton. Then it will be on Twitter, and it'll also be on YouTube. So the YouTube link for that interview will be in the next newsletter. So if you want to see that interview, I'd love for you to. The greatest thing is the guy that's conducting it. He's from the UK, and so he's got that really awesome accent. So that'll be fun to listen to him talk. Okay, let's see. All right. Bye, Miss M. Yes, you may ask the author a question, and let's see. What have we got? How long did it take you to write the book? In a certain amount of time each day. So that's a good question, because I started on this book. Actually started on it because it was a completely different format than I had now, and that was probably about 7 years ago. But seriously writing it, I started after The Little Vessel came out in 2018, and at the time I was working part-time, and so on my days off is when I would write. Generally that was Thursday, and so I would spend Thursday writing, editing, all of that kind of stuff. Once I got my my contract with Pennant Publications, that's when my husband and I made the decision that I would go ahead and retire early and concentrate on the writing. So since that time, I finished the editing of that, and I have finished book 2. And Allie saw tonight that I've started the outline of book 3. So so yeah, it's gonna keep on going. I actually have an excerpt from book 2 for you. So, was the little town of Burton, South Carolina, based on any town in particular? It's kind of, that's an interesting question, because it's kind of a conglomeration. I grew up in a small town. I live in a small town. My children went to school in small towns in South Carolina, and so I kind of picked aspects of different small towns that I was familiar with, and kind of meshed those into Burton. That's the town that Alex moves to. So yeah, that's a good question. Thank you for that. Let's see. Please post the link of your Facebook page. So I will post the link to my blog page, and the sequel. Jean's wanting to know about the sequel. I do not know when that will be out. I have some beta readers reading that right now. And once that process is done, then I'll move into the submission process to Pennant, and then they'll take it from there. They'll get the cover and the editing and all of that kind of stuff done. Just so you know, All Your Heart will be available eventually. I'm not sure what the time frame is, but it will also be available in audiobook and ebook. Currently, it is paperback only, but if you have friends that say, oh, I don't really read, I just want to listen to it, that's fine, because it will soon be available in audiobook. And if you have people that are die-hard Kindle people, then good too. It will also be available in Kindle. Another thing that I'd like to ask you is, if you've already read it, or whenever you do read it, which I hope you do, please leave a review on whatever platform you purchased, or you can leave it on my blog. I have a comment section, and you can leave it on the comment section. Authors live and die by their reviews, and I would really appreciate it if you would just let other people know what you liked about it. Let's see, I don't want to leave anything out. So the sequel is coming out, and if y'all would like to hear, let's see, I will not be the reader on the audiobook. They have readers at Pennant who do that for them. But I had to pick. It was kind of cool. This was a kind of cool process. I've never been involved in this, but I had to pick, do I want a male or a female to read it? And what age range do I want? Like, do I want an older voice or do I want a younger voice? And so that's kind of cool. So I'm kind of interested to hear it myself. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like, because during the writing of the book, I read it to myself, and to kind of hear how the flow goes. But it'll be neat to hear how somebody else reads it. So we got time to do this.
And Amy had a question.
Oh, and Amy had a question. How did you come up with the idea for this book? So I did want to highlight certain things that happen, and people try to, they say, oh, things like this can't happen, and if I'm not going to give away the plot, but I also am a very, I don't know how many of you know, but I lost 3 babies. I had 3 miscarriages, and so to me, a pregnancy is a very special gift from God. It's sacred. And the sanctity of human life is something that I believe in very, very strongly. And so I wanted to make a story revolve around how sacred human life is, no matter how it got there. And so yeah, that's kind of how I came up with the idea of the story. And then the romance part just kind of took care of itself. But okay, so in the next story, it has a working title of Ready to Forgive, and it comes from a verse in Nehemiah, but it's also a testimony to things that Alex goes through in the next book. And so I want to read you what she learns in a counseling session. So Reverend Drummond explained it like this: when we don't or won't or can't forgive someone who's wronged us, no matter how bad the offense, it's like we're hanging onto the stirrup of a carousel horse. We're always going around and around, up and down, holding on to that hate and bitterness. The carousel horse doesn't know or even care we're down there, getting dragged through the gravel, bounced on the platform, made dizzy from all the spinning around. But as soon as we release that stirrup, we fall away from the source of the dragging and the bouncing and the dizziness, the source of the pain. Wounds still need to heal, but we're free to walk away. So that's kind of where the second story kind of revolves around. Of course, there's other lots of surprises and some happiness and some sadness, and of course it wouldn't be a good story if it didn't have all of that, right? So I'm so excited for you to read the second story, but you got to read the first one first. So does anybody else have any questions? Have I missed anything? Let's see, let's go. A distinguished British old man reads the audio version of A Gentleman. Yes, I've listened to some of this man's interviews, and he's an older gentleman, and it's called Boomers on Books, and baby boomers, and so he just has that quintessential British voice, and I just love it. Yeah, I know, right, Laura? Yeah. So the Lord gives you stuff, I guess, when you need it, but yeah, retroactively it's good too. So the signed copy goes to Emily Godwin. I think she's already had to sign off because she was on her way out to dinner, but I'll text her and let her know. Anybody else have any questions? Like I said, all of the information on Allie's website, because Allie crocheted these beautiful things, and if you want to order one, you can go on her website on Etsy. She does a lot of, you see this beautiful shirt that I'm wearing tonight? She did this for me. She does a lot of custom stuff. So if you go to her Etsy webpage and it's like, I don't see what I really want, get in touch with her, because she's made some really cool stuff. All you Disney people, she's made a lot of Disney shirts. But she makes baby items and just all kinds of stuff. So so her information will be on my in my blog next week, and on my book news page. So all of that. I will also post my can you put in my address to my blog right now? Allie's going to put my blog address in right now so that you'll be able to copy it, and you'll have that. https:// and there's a dash between Lee, a live dash. Okay, so y'all cannot even imagine how thankful I am that you joined me, that you're interested in the book. The one thing I would ask you besides the reviews is that if you loved it, tell your friends. Tell them that you loved it, why you loved it. Ask them to read it, because it's got a message, and I really, above all else, I want to share the message that the Lord has given me with other people. And so I hope you love it and you share it, and you allow me to share with others too. So let's see, let me make sure. Thank you, Jane. I have had a wonderful time. I have been stressed, but let me just say, this has been so much fun, and I can't wait to do this again on the next book. So I hope that you will join me then too, and I hope it won't be too long from now. So thank you guys, and all of you folks who won a prize, I will be getting it to you. So if you don't live in Aiken, make sure you send me your address so that I can get your prize to you. And I hope y'all have a wonderful Friday night and a great weekend. And thank you so much for joining me. Good night, guys.